Server
He said,
is ready.
well, this way he said the server is ready, and then 2 minutes ago he said the server is not ready.
What the heck? I'm not really chat all day long.
Oh, it's on your mouth now.
What is best in PvE, thief or engineer? In PvE, personally, I think I have no idea. I only play PvP. I'm so sorry. Probably a warrior. But if I need to choose, I would choose engineer currently because you can do well with World 2. So. Shut up! Don't do that. I just saw it on stream.
Don't you have blinds? Don't you have like blinds you can close, or something?
Not yet. I'm just too late to put them on because I needed to go to a store to buy like screws and stuff, and I'm just not getting them. So
just get a get like a comforter.
it's no
like
window,
like
so
a.
You wanna come see
I
this
can't
is
put
needed?
something in there.
I can't
I mean,
right
Mark
now.
is like,
Hold on, guys, hold on.
As we see people crushing into the stream right now, Blues families, as I can guess, so that's really nice.
I mean, okay, God, we need to go over this real quick because this is an irk I have with doing the stream from my room, because I still live with my family because I haven't left for college yet. I actually graduate high school on Tuesday, but but this is I have a huge sign on my door that says, "If I'm speaking, don't come in." And now, like 3 minutes ago, my little sister comes barging up the stairs, and then slams the door. Hey, go see a movie.
Go see a movie. No problem, Blue. I can handle that.
Well, it's in like 2 hours from now, but still, like, read the sign. Anyway, it's gonna.
God. Is the server's already set?
Okay.
Now it is.
The server is set.
Let's try to do that again. By the way, we need a couple of minutes to introduce the players correctly this time because we are in the grand finals, Blue. Don't forget that.
I know.
Let me pull my stuff back so I can sit back a bit so I can actually see what's going on in a couple of minutes. So I'm just moving like 30 to half a meter back right now. The mouse cable is indeed long enough, which is great. So it's falling down again, like to my
I need to
chest or
fix
something.
this because people keep saying I'm red, and it's not me. It's the white balance on this webcam. So let me change it real quick.
Yeah, I'm just too white right now because
There
you
you go.
can't see
Now-
anything on that chart.
No, now this camera. I hate this thing so much. Hold on. Alright, where's my normal skin tone? There we go. That's better. And now my camera's gonna freak out. There we go. That's better. Alright, now I'm not red anymore. I'm normal skin tone. Stop freaking out about it.
So let me check how the map rotation was.
I believe we are starting on Kylo for this one, and let me go over to our camera now because we are in the match. So roll it away.
Where? I saw it somewhere stated, but I can't find it anymore.
Oh, and let me reset
Aw.
that score.
By the way, how do we need to get something like red or blue team because it's both meta meta?
Well, one's SulMaNi and one's Lady Mosa, so that's what I put the teams as.
Okay, let's try to figure that out. By the way, the blue team, which should be Lady Mosa,
Yep.
is currently joining, so that's a good thing for now.
Of course it is.
But we need other players to join too. We got Ultimate Illusion of Sand, Alzani, and yeah, those three are currently in the spectator mode, so someone's missing. Soldaris is missing.
We are waiting for Soldaris at the moment.
Hello,
we're waiting
Soldaris.
we're waiting for everyone to join on their teams. Actually, Sam needs to get on blue team, and everybody else got to get on the red team. And as soon as we get them in, we will couldn't think. We will do the builds, and then we'll start the game. Sorry, my train of thought is like slowly going away. Because once again, I got up at 5 a.m. this morning to do this.
And we're streaming 6 hours
Yeah.
right now, so that's a lot of time we've been talking. I can tell you that.
Indeed, sir.
If we would record just everything we say and put it into one big stream, I think we could fill up multiple weeks. It's so bad, actually.
Well, already we're once again just waiting for teams to join up. I think we're getting communication rolling now. Yep, Azani has joined the SulMaNi team, so we are seeing it. And
SulMaNi, Soldaris, yes. Who is it? Sam? No, it's Soldaris, Azani,
yeah.
and who's the fifth one?
Ultima should be going.
Ultima. Yeah, true. Ultima.
Ultima should be going on to red team. Sam should be going on to blue team, and then we're waiting for Soldaris to join up. As Azani dances, once again for those of you wondering the builds right now, he is running with 6 runes of the soldier, with sword focused, the staff, a knight's amulet, and once again choosing to. Now, interestingly enough, he is running a knight's amulet with a shatter build now, and not a berserker's amulet, so he's definitely going for more defense there in regards to.
I think he's trolling, to be honest.
I kind of think he is too, but as a caster, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed. I'm expected these teams are to be professional, so I'm to assume it's not trolling until I know it's trolling for a fact. I just blew your mind, didn't I? You're so confused right now, aren't you?
Oh, just go on, do it.
Am I a mal? Okay. Hold on.
Okay. Oh my god, this can't be happening right now.
What?
Okay. We will just make our big announcement once those teams are in, like we planned before, because we got to do this, even if it's some kind of fishy. But anyway.
Wait, what's our big announcement?
To introduce the teams. You remember?
Oh yes. Oh yes, Ultima. If you're watching, I've got a special treat for you, my friend.
Oh my god, the name just fits perfectly for that.
Also, you might want to turn the volume down a bit, just a little bit. This could be a little bit loud.
I'll let Blue do it, by the way, because I'm just laughing at the moment. Okay,
this is gonna be so bad.
Real quickly, we will see Azani playing a Shatter Massman with Ogre Runes, Knights or Berserker's Amulet. We will see that in game because he seems to be switching to Knight's Amulet currently, with Sword Focus and Staff running as his main weapon sets. Going to the trades, he runs 20-20-0-0-30, so we will see the standard burst build, which we've seen him playing like a couple of months, I guess.
Yeah. And then moving on to Soldaris now, who has joined his team, running with 7 runes of Lissa. Yeah, running with 7 runes of Lissa, apologies. That stutter there. Dagger pistol with a short bow. Also using a Berserker's Amulet, his traits 10-30-0-30, so he's going to be able to jump around a lot. Very high mobility and very high damage as well. However, he is pretty susceptible to burst if he does not use his teleports properly.
By the way, I guess he will be switching to Sword Dagger 2 just because of his skills.
I believe so as well. He's going to do that.
So, yeah.
So, again, we're being trolled.
On the blue team, made him with a Mubi, currently not trolling, playing the Teldo kind of engineer build with the flamethrower and the bomb kit. Going on to his runes, we see 6 Nightmare runes put down with the pistol and shield as his weapon set because he can't switch. That's one of the reasons engineers have those big toolkits. Using the Rapid Amulet for maximum condition damage. Going on to his race, we see 30, 0, 0, 20, 20. This will be the condition bomb close or far close point holder or pusher build will be seen here. Oh my god, I messed that sentence so hard.
It's alright. It's a very annoying build, and it has a lot of knockbacks, a lot of AoE conditions, and just generally a lot of annoying capabilities that he is able to deal to his team. Lady Nagnag is also going to be running with Sword Dagger to sort of, as we described with Soldaris, basically the same thing as that, and then Illusion of Sam running that Phantasm build to really... Well, it's a Phantasm build. I don't really know how to describe it beyond that. And then finally, Ultima running his tanky build, as we see usually with a they're trolling us so bad with the amulets. With 0, 0, 10, 30, 30. Okay?
Okay, now I guess both teams are ready, and I'll give you the stage.
This is going to be so bad. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
In the red corner, preparing themselves for today, we have Maiden Meta SulMaNi! And then, this is terrible, by the way. And then, I can't believe you made me do this. And then, in the blue corner, we are going to be having Made in Meta Lady Mosa!
Oh my god.
That was
so great.
that was terrible. I don't know what you're talking about. It's horrible. There's still one more too to do.
Look in chat, Ultima says this was awesome, okay?
Okay. Let's start it quickly so I can do the third one and stop laughing.
Hold on. Hold on.
No, stop it. It's mean. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
is going to start.
Saihan,
by-
I'll answer that question later. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
We see the speed gas going down for both teams. Let's switch to the overview where we can see how the teams will be split up. So we see the blue team splitting up 2-1 as well as the red team. Actually, I guess Made in Meta Soldaris is going for the far point. I can't see that happening quite yet. For Lady Nag Nag and Mubi, they are both going into the middle point to spike down. Ultimately, we saw the supply kit dropping down.
We are. I'm looking over now at the match. We do have Soldaris taking on Sam, doing a pretty nice job at knocking him out with the Phantasm build here. He is going to have some trouble holding on. Oh, but we do have the other thief, Lady Nag Nag, coming in to assist as he moves in now. Soldaris moving away as he has gotten pretty low here. Lady Nag Nag trying to chase him away, and it looks like he's doing a nice job. He will get knocked out. Both teams control either side point. Over here to the middle now, we have a 2v1 currently in man favor of. Oh my god, in favor of SulMaNi at the moment. We do have reinforcements coming in for the blue team over here now. Looking at it again, gonna go over to Maubi's point of view. He is preemptively going down, gonna throw in his Elixir RP, preparing for that. However, red team realizing this is going to delay the kill on him as he backs up. His healing kit is about to come off cooldown, and he gets it down just in time with the knockbacks, keeping him alive and able to cleanse that flaming tick off him. Azani, however, going over here now away from the point a little bit, has been knocked out by Lady Nag Nag. He's going to push away, but Lady Nag Nag will still be available for the stomp and will knock him out easily. Lady Nag.
Azani just went down, which is a crucial part for winning that initial fight. We see now the blue team currently capping that point. Very well played. We actually see the portal go down to defend. Mentioned two players of the blue team went there. SulMaNi actually having trouble finding into that game. They are currently losing because they only have 1 point available.
Once again, looking at Lady Nag Nag, who is currently aggressing Soldaris at the moment. Once again, really doing a nice job staying on his opposing team's thief here, really keeping him from trying to do a lot of damage. He did, however, manage to get that. He did the Basilisk Venom off on Illusion of Sam. He has taken a lot of damage, and Sam is in a very touchy spot. As of now, we're going to take a look at him, see how he's handling it at the moment. He does have his decoy available to him now, which we will see him use very soon here if he continues to take damage. However, it looks like red team has switched their damage focus over to Lady Nag Nag, who has now jumped into his Shadow's Refuge. We're going to open up the map now and see. We do not have any action currently on the other points, but however, red team's Mesmer did switch up the points now, and they have taken control over Clock Tower. Illusion of Sam going down with MIM Ultima about to stomp him as well. Soldaris is, however, at the same time, Soldaris is also down for the red team. The question is, who is going to get stomped first? And it looks like it's going to be Soldaris, or sorry, it's going to be Sam,
actually,
which will bring Soldaris back in.
Again. He will be focusing on Lady Nag Nag, yet for sure. The points are currently all decapped. They switch Clock Tower and Windmill twice right now. Very funny to look at that on the map. We now see the red team getting both outer points, currently seemingly pushing to mid next, but we see, of course, the respawn of the blue team coming in, pushing on Mention.
We are looking once again at Soldaris aggressing Lady Nag Nag. These two thieves have been going at it pretty much all game. It looks like Soldaris is about to win this 1v1 though as he jumps on him. Oh no, but Nag Nag turning it around on Soldaris with the Basilisk Venom. But these are very interesting thief 1v1s actually. You know, I haven't seen a lot of these. This is something new I've been seeing today, and it's actually really interesting to watch. It seems that they are going to forego that for the time being though, as both move in to engage in the middle fight now. Soldaris breaking through this window. Azani is under pressure at the moment from Lady Nag Nag, popping her distortion pretty early into the fight there. And pressure is coming in, porting away once more. However, she's not going to be able to hold that for long, as Lady Nag Nag is basically able to keep on you wherever you go, pretty much.
We currently see the same gameplay as normally. On every single point there is a one-on-one going on. Azani, of course, now going to Windmill to help Mubi, who is it? Soldaris out to keep up with Mubi so that they can take that point for sure. Blue team just got Clock Tower back and they are fighting for Mansion, of course, they need to get that point, or at least a second pick, because SulMaNi currently leading with 40 points into that game.
Indeed, this is a very close game. Both teams are very closely in the lead. Both teams are very close to each other at the moment, and with this contention over here at Windmill looking like it will go to red, however, as Maui gets stopped here. Moving back to the clock tower now, where it looks like we have Red Team's Thief moving in here for a key capture now, with no one from the blue team available to contest it as of yet, as they are currently busy capturing Mansion and moving into the clock tower now.
So both teams will get the outer points as we saw right now, but the red team again has 2 points. The middle point will be taken very, very soon. The question is, how will the blue team Lady Mosa react to this? Where are they going to put their pressure on? It seems like it's going to be clock tower.
Lady Nana getting bursted down by Azani, using his heal just in the nick of time, and he's able to keep himself alive for at least a couple more seconds, but 10 stacks of vulnerability on him. He's going to go down more than likely, throwing the Shadow Refuge down. It won't matter because Azani takes him down with the Blurred Frenzy from stealth. Lady Nana porting away, trying to keep himself in. Azani, however, is really going to choose to let him bleed. I believe he actually is in stealth at the moment, and there's a texture bug. Yep, I think he is. And he's gonna res up once more.
Still,
no!
Sam actually doing a great job to get Ultima currently, which is surprising in my opinion, because Sam normally plays the Guardian. He does a very good job on his Mesmers though.
I think they chose to bring that into today's fight so they could have a little bit more damage, as the Guardian generally is not that powerful in terms of his damage capability, especially when ran as a bunker. So while he could have been an excellent utility, I think they decided to bring Ultima in as a more useful utility in terms of for using a bunker for a 3v3 format, because it could also deal a pretty decent amount of damage in addition to being tanky.
I totally agree.
So aren't we seeing here now? Sam is going to go down, focus down pretty easy, but Moby will be throwing down his elixir, getting him up with almost no trouble. Soldaris tried to throw down that poison ore. Unfortunately, it did not go down within enough time, and it will still allow him to get up. Illusion of Sam once again, however, will be going down. Going to take a look at Moby, see how he tries to res her at the moment. We do have the healing turret going down, and Sam... Oh no, the knockback keeping Sam in this for at least a few more seconds. Unfortunately, it will be to no avail, as Sam will be going down here as well. Moby now into a 1v2. Red team currently up by about 50 points at the moment, and another Basilisk Venom will be taking Moby down, giving Red that much more of a lead.
Yeah, Azani just took Clock Tower completely uncontested. He's now going to win. One question is if he's arriving in time. Yeah, he is. So that point won't even go to the blue team, or red team just needs 100 points to finish that game. But we also see the time, 3 minutes 20 seconds now left, so 2/3 of the timer has ran out already.
Indeed, Lady Night currently trying to take down Azani over here at the windmill. It's pretty evenly matched for the time being. Lady Night does have his heal available to him now. Taking a look at Azani, he's going to have his in about 3 seconds, so more than likely, we're going to see a Blurred Frenzy once again come in, countering the burst that was impending to come in from Lady Nagnag. Nice job by Azani, but however, Azani will jump into stealth, which will give Nagnag a bit of an advantage on the cap. Let's check in on the other points real quick, and we'll come right back over to that point. On the match, on the clock there, we currently have a 1v1 Soldaris about to go down. Meanwhile, on the match, we also have another 1v1 Ultima versus Malby, which that one more than likely will take some time to complete. Back over to the windmill, however, it does look like this is still evening out. However, Azani is about to go down himself. Lady Nagnag stomping him, and it looks like he will get that off. And while he will port away, it will continue. And
mid-fight was also won by the blue team, so they should be able to get 2 points now to start the chase. 50 points are needed by the red team to finish this game, while we need 160 points for the blue team currently, which is a huge lead the red team currently possesses. But we see the fight on Mansion between Mubi and Ultima still continue about the third and last point, which isn't taken at the moment.
Indeed, we currently have them fighting as well. No other points are contested at the moment. However, we're about to have a pretty big 2v2 going over at Windmill. I'm going to move in on that now. Let's see if as soon as I get my map over there. There we go. We do have that being engaged now. Illusion of Sam being the primary target for the red team at the moment, using his heal very early into the fight there. We're going to go over to actually, Sam's point of view now, as he is about to go down. Unfortunately, he does not have much he can use to defend himself. Going to open that portal up early and go back to middle, extracting himself from that fight. Nice done, Lady Nagnag, also getting out of there to end that fight without losing any of their members. A very wise choice and a very safe choice as well. Over here, Ultima is still fighting Malby. There is still no clear winner in this fight currently, as both of these are fairly tanky characters with equal amounts of CC. I think Moby has a little bit more, but in terms of tankiness, both these characters are on an even footing right now.
Yeah, we see that the portal out was actually needed, but it delayed them so much. The red team just need 40 points. Even if the red team got the other 2 points right now, they only would be able to gather 80 points and would stop about 312 points. So they won't be able to get back into the game when they don't start pressuring every single point right now.
I would like to note that, however, Azani is about to decapture the middle point here. Actually, you know, cancel what I just said. Oh no, because oh my goodness, like I got so confused there with the points. So we are gonna have Azani taking back the middle of the point. However, with red team closing in on victory, they will more than likely have this match in their hands.
It looks definitely like it. Of course, we have a best of 5 right here. Aber made a matter SulMaNi, so the red team is looking very, very strong at the moment. They got the complete map control. They are leaving mid alone just to save the outer 2 points, which is a good decision for them. They can just let the last 2 points just tick down.
And with that, our red team will take the first round. Congratulations to MiM SulMaNi. They'll be taking that one, and will be ever closer to the gems and the glory of winning today's tournament.
Of course, as I just said, this is a best of 5, and we will at least see another 2 maps which are coming up next right here, right now. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to spread the word, feel free to do so. And yeah, I got some minor issues right now.
Did you turn the lights off?
No.
What's with the? Why
it's because of the lighting. My camera is going crazy right now.
Is it auto? It looks like you have a spotlight in your room.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I can't do anything against that right now.
And apologies to those of you who I freaked out and scared with my screaming at the beginning of last round there. I did warn you, to be fair, but yeah, again, that was a bit out of place, so sorry about that. So we are going to move directly into the second round. I think we have to move the map again, however. Oh no, wait, no, we're staying on this map order is wacky, so like I thought we just played on Forest, and I was completely oblivious to that. So we are on the next map now, so let's go right back to our Guild Wars 2 cam and get into round 2. Alrighty, guys, we are now on the Forest of Niflhel. We're going to go over this map real quick. As once again, with all Guild Wars 2 maps, it is a 3-point capture the point style. For every point your team controls, you will gain 1 point every 2 seconds. So obviously the objective is to hold 2 or more of these points if you want to win. However, again, with all Guild Wars 2 maps, there is a secondary objective to consider. We have 2 bosses spawning conveniently close to either base. Red team's boss spawning here, blue team's boss spawning here. When either boss is killed, it will yield their team 25 points as well as a buff to their team, which gives them 50 points to all attributes. And yes, these bosses can be stolen by the opposing team, and the buffs do stack. So there is the potential to gain 100 points or more from killing the bosses in this game. And once we get the rest of the blue team in here, we will be not wasting any time and starting right out with the next round, guys.
Teams are currently joining up in the red and blue corner, of course, again, and we will see at least 2 more matches. SulMaNi able to take the first map on Kylo right a couple of minutes ago. It's very well played by them. I guess we will see another of those, I will call it just shows of them, because they seem to be the stronger part, because on the other hand team we got 1 ringer, and those 2 guys just know how to play with each other, and of course how to play against each other. They are training against each other more often than anyone else probably, and they know what weaknesses the enemy got.
It's very interesting to see as well, because it's like it's team, like you just said, it's teams countering other teams' strategies. So they sort of have to think into each other's minds, be like, oh, what's this team gonna use? So it's a very interesting thing to see here, and both teams are doing it very well. These were some very. Last round was pretty close. The score was over 100 points. I would like to mention that. But in terms of fight on fight, both teams were in general seem to be winning them equally between each other. So there's no real skill gap between them. It's just more of the strategy gap that needs to be worked on right now. And we will be getting right into it, guys. Here we go, round 2. MiM SulMaNi versus MiM Lady Mosa on the Forest of Niflheim, opening up the maps, and away we go. Let's check out the splits. Red team will be wasting no time sending their Elementalist over to the Henge. Other than that, red team will also put their Mesmer onto mine, and their Thief actually will be going to the Keep. At the same time, it looks like we're going to have a Shatter of each player, judging by the fact they're standing still. The Engineer and the Thief for the blue team will be going into Keep and surprising their enemy team's Thief. We will still have that 1v1, and yes, they did manage to stop the cap here, so we're going to have Ultima versus Sam once more, and Sam has actually switched to Engineer now. I should also state that. So we do have an Engineer on both teams as well. Looking over here at the mid-fight now, Soldaris having a tough time holding off 2v1, unfortunately, and it looks like he's going to go down in just a couple seconds here. Standing in that flame field does not help him. With the burst, he's going to get knocked out, which will give SulMaNi, or I'm sorry, which will give Lady Mosa the early cap advantage here. But we will have a Zani poured in, however, to try and come in and counter-stomp Moby, which will not happen, unfortunately. Both teams are in stealth at the moment, however, it does look like Soldaris will go down, which will allow Lady Mosa to gain the advantage.
But we see that Henge was actually attacked by Ultima, but Ultima is currently in miss from losing to Sam. He's doing a great job of disturbing his life, and he needs to run away. Actually, he's so low that he can't keep on going. The point is now kept for the blue team, but Ultima just running away with his Ride the Lightning, and we see Soldaris backcapping again. And
I would like to note, however, that Ultima did go down to Sam's auto attacks there, but at the same time, Sam lost the point in the process of trying to knock out Ultima, which is more than likely not Ultima will get her res. We do have the Engineer for blue team coming. No, he's going to ignore Ultima even though he's down right here. Nope, cancel that. He's thinking about it. It took a while for him to decide, but he's actually going to leave Ultima there, allow him, because pulling off of all those conditions on him, it will take him way too long to get back up. Coming in there in the nick of time, getting Sam back up now. And now, this is also a very interesting team composition as well, because I would like to note that we have 2 Engineers and 1 Thief on this team. So
yeah, actually, Moody is currently going to keep, just to keep that safe. And Lady Nagnak did put the pressure down onto mine against Azani, could bail out after it was getting closer and closer, and now they are on the favorable position, 2 points in their possession at the moment, so we need to see how SulMaNi will react to this.
Indeed. Looking over here now to the mine, we currently have Azani who just took that for his team. We also have an engagement about to occur over here at the Keep. Let's go over to that now and see how that is going. Looking at Moby at the moment, currently taking on Ultima here. Also, we're going to have Lady Nagadite come in to assist on Ultima. Keep in mind, Ultima is extremely tanky in this regard, so we more than likely will not get taken down. However, he will be susceptible eventually as his cooldowns begin to run out. Moby trying to get burst chained down here by both the Mesmer and the Thief from his opposing team. He will get taken out here. He does have his Elixir R down. We are going to see a lot of AoE damage being thrown out, and it will not be enough to get him back up. However, as red team will now switch these points around and take that back for themselves. However, once again, in that process, Lady Nagnag snuck away from that fight, realizing a 3v2 was not in their best interest, and went back over to mine in order to take that back for his own team. He will now be 1v1ing Soldaris for that glory.
Yeah, of course, and now we see Chieftain was started, but they actually interrupted that because they weren't sure if Soldaris came here to just steal it right away, because they don't have the big burst damage that Soldaris does, so that's quite easy for a Thief to manage. But on mine, Azani coming up to that point, pushing Lady Nagnak back into the position where they need to go on Keep, and they need to go as a team right now. They can't drop in like little water drops. They need to go in as one force.
Indeed. As we're seeing once again, Lady Nagnag realizing that the mine fight really was not going to happen. He fell back to come in and really just gank Ultima out of nowhere. He did manage to take him out. However, we did have Azani come in to try and assist. Unfortunately, Azani was also taking a bulk of the damage as well, and he is now going to be knocked out as Sam comes in to really just finish off the red team. Nicely done by the blue team, really changing that strategy up. It's seemingly working for them quite nicely now, as they are up by almost 60 points.
Yeah, and of course, we see again Lady Nagnag fighting against Soldaris. They both just met because Lady Nagnag again wanted to decap mine, is always on the run to get the pressure onto their far point. But now we see Ultima currently going to Henge while Chieftain was made by Sam. The question is, will he actually do this, or will he interrupt that with Ultima on his tails?
Oh, we're going to see now Ultima has engaged it along with him. Ultima choosing to contest, and no, Ultima will steal that boss. Nicely done. Nice job. They're going to get that boss. They're going to steal that boss from the blue team now, give themselves an additional 25 points to keep themselves in this for a little bit longer. Again, Ultima currently 1v2, however, not very successfully against his opponents. Azani is going to come in and assist, but unfortunately it appears it will come in a little bit too late, as Ultima will go down here, and will more than likely be stomped in the next few seconds. And he will take that stomp to his own, and now Azani will also retreat.
In mid, Mubi currently doing a good job pushing Soldaris back. The fight was won by him pretty easily. And now Azani again coming onto Hensha. They don't want to fight on keep again with the Moa on Sam, currently pushing in to his limit. He's dropping very, very low, 50% of his health currently, but Azani decides, no, we just want to have the decap, just let him go.
Yep, they are going to let him leave there, overcharge Sam. He will be returning to this fight hopefully within the next few seconds. Now, the question is how much of the cap will Azani get off? It's going to be close, and it seems like they may get the full cap off. Possibly yes, no, maybe so. And no, it does not look like he was able to get that off, but he is able to pull up a hefty amount of burst onto Sam. Really hurt him, and it looks like Azani. And now we're going to have Lady Nagnag once again come in. Azani porting out of there, however, nice dodge. But Lady Nagnag really relentless on these people, showing up out of nowhere. Same thing for Soldaris, too. Really just jumping out of nowhere, surprising people, and making for some excellent ganks. And with the addition of that, Lady Nagnag will take Azani down.
Very well played by Lady Nagnag. She is doing a really, really good job right now, decapping, being just on the foot all time, being where she is needed. And now, again, mid is lost, and the first move we see from her is going to mine directly. Soldaris caught her off guard there, but I guess she will continue either way.
Looking at Soldaris now taking on Lady Nagnag once more. These thieves have been fighting this entire tournament, man. Look at these duels. They're like two little mice jumping around at each other.
It's quite hard to commentate.
It is
because it's so fast. You see the points, especially those dodges are very important for each thief. They can't get hit by another skill because it could be, like we just saw, 3,500 damage on Lady Nagnag, and with just one combination hit, Lady Nagnag goes into downstate by Soldaris. Very nicely done.
And oh my goodness, Soldaris with an amazing play, using Lady Nagnag as bait for Sam now. Not only knocks Lady Nagnag down, but as Sam tries to come over at low health from the fight he had already engaged with Azani, is also going to get knocked down himself. Both of those are down now, and Soldaris is going to leave that fight, just let them bleed out, as neither of them are on point either, which will give them a free ticket to mine, as well as 15 or 10 seconds of free time to do what they wish, with only one person from the blue team still being alive.
Is actually right, very, very close right now. We need only 30 points on the blue team, so the red team needs to get the decap on hand, and probably SulMaNi, which is currently available. That would be a good step for the actual win when they want to go for that Rhino, but they need this decap. Mubi doing a great job staying alive. The team actually just returned, but they were jumping out of the wrong gate, so if this point now gets neutralized, it could be very, very bad for the blue team, Lady Mosa.
It's going to be an extremely close match here. We did have Lady Nagnag jumping in now. She does have to keep on this point and keep it from being decapped for at least another 20 seconds now, keeping that in mind. It does take 2 seconds for points to take, not 1, so they still have to hold on for 20 seconds. Lady Nagnag is going to go down. She's not going to move, more than likely take this stop. No, she will move to within direct boundaries, and Sam will be able to get back on this point now. They're holding on for dear life here. The blue team really needs to catch up, or red team really needs to desperately catch up here. These stops could make the difference here. It's going to be extremely close, but it looks like now, more than likely, yes, it will go into the blue team's favor, and they will take the second match.
Very well played by the blue team. They used their response got on that point, and like I said, when we look at the points right now, it's 337. Azani could have made SulMaNi. He went to beach and fought who was it? I guess it was Sam over that. No, it was Mubi over that. So that could have been the changing point if one of those guys would have killed SulMaNi, which was available the whole time. Very, very interesting play there.
Indeed, both teams played very well, and Steppenwolf, you're looking like a demigod right now, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to keep the sun out at the moment because I can't see a thing.
It's okay. But yeah, nice to play by once again showing again that these teams are very even. The set is now tied at 1-1. Given this is a best of 5, so we have at least 2 more games coming to you guys. So we are going to move directly into it. It will be on the, oh my goodness. Legacy of the Foe Fire now, and we'll get right back into that, guys. Here we go. Legacy of the Foe Fire. Once again, to explain the map for those of you that are unfamiliar with Guild Wars 2 maps, it is a 3 capture points like every single Guild Wars 2 map. For every capture point you hold, that will yield you 2 points every or rather 1 point every 2 seconds. And again, with the secondary objective, we have lords located here and here. If either team kills their opponent's lord, they will get 150 points. And then this type of gameplay where it only goes up to 350 points, that could be the difference between a win and a loss pretty quickly.
Here, of course, 150 points at a game, which only goes up to 350 points, is a very crucial one. We haven't seen it in this tournament yet, but it could happen anytime. We saw MiM do it a couple of times in bigger tournaments, securing their win to go into a third map, or securing the second map just to not need to play anymore and have this round set in their pocket. But now I really don't know which team is going to win. We see SulMaNi currently running without Portal and without Illusion of Life, so that means there is no Portal action for him, which could be crucial on that point. But on the other hand, we got 2 engineers which can hold points for ages, especially on those close ones like Quarry and Waterfall, and of course Lady Nagnak, who loves to roam, as we just saw, to an awesome extent on Forest.
Indeed. And here we go, guys. I'd actually like to mention real quick, this is somewhat off topic, but any feedback on casting or the stream quality itself, be sure to leave that in the chat so I can look over that later. I'm always looking to improve, as I'm sure Steppenwolf is as well, so be sure to leave us any feedback you can leave, guys. It's really appreciated. It helps us improve by any means. But anyway, back to the game itself. We're getting started here right away as the gates are about to open up. We see the buffs going out on both sides. We're going to check out how they choose to do their splits now. We do have the blue team. Looks like they're going to be sending 3 to each point, as we've seen before, whereas the red team, nope, red team is going to split themselves as well. So we're going to have, once again, 3 1v1s to start this matchup. First one will be engaging at the graveyard. It'll be Sam and Sylvester. Oh, yeah.
Lady Nagnak turning around. We see her engaging the fight now. Nice Basilisk Venom. Of course, the stun breaker from Soldaris directly pop. He's going to turn back to Waterfall, chased by Lady Nagnak, which can deal a lot of damage with the short bow chasing him, of course. The question is, are they capable of doing or fighting on that point, especially with Ultima and Soldaris as combo against Maid and Meta Mubi and Lady Nagnak?
Indeed, we're going to see this now. This is a very interesting fight. It could be very close. Their main target for the blue team at the moment is appearing to be Soldaris, or actually no, it's appearing to be Ultima here. Soldaris, however, at the same time is taking a lot of damage from the residual AoE that is coming down. We also just had Mobi go down at the red team's hand, but he is going to get up because of his teammate's ability to res him, in addition to his Elixir R, which was also thrown. Now keep in mind that both of these guys have Elixir Rs available to them, so they have 2 res utilities, which are amazing well, and I think they stack as well, so you can get a double res off if you really need to. And as we look into it now, we're going to see.
Currently, Mubi is, Soldaris is running away. Mubi is down. The question is, can they survive? Revive him. Ultima is dropping dangerously low. He could heal up for a second. The question is, can Mubi actually stay alive, or can Lady Nagnak pull this 2-on-1 off right here, right now? But it doesn't seem so good. Ultima is trying to stomp again. Nice knockback by Mubi. We will see if that works out for them.
We're going to see Soldaris or Ultima going for the stomp, and yes, it will go off. However, Ultima having access to his Ether Renewal will get himself back up to nearly full health. Lady Nagnak being the next target, she will be going down as well here, giving the red team the advantage.
Meanwhile, in mid, we saw Overcharge Sam fighting against SulMaNi. Sam winning that 1-on-1, but Soldaris hopping onto the half-down Sam with only 50% of his health up, and he's stealing a lot of outs of damage. Gets him into downside fairly quickly. The Stomp will go through because of the stealthy guard. The Stomp is through, so we will see probably eventually a 3-cap, but Mubi again fighting against Ultima on Waterfall.
Indeed, we are seeing that fight erupt now. We currently have Mobi versus Ultima, 2 very tanky characters, if I do say so myself. Mobi is running the Telltale build, so he definitely has that extra tanky aspect and the extra annoyance factor as well through his flamethrower. We do have a SulMaNi coming in there to support, so we could see Mobi getting bursted. No, he dodges through the shatter. Nicely done by Mobi, keeping himself alive and into this fight very well. We also did have Lady Nagnak fall back, and Sim will be coming in to assist as well. This is going to be all 3 members of MiM. The names of MiM, Lady Mosa will be pushing back the red team.
Yeah, we see they are currently behind by 40 points in average, so we really need to see them stepping up their game. The red team always improving with 2 points on their side, so they are in a comfortable position. We see them trying to chase down Sam currently, and he's dropping extreme a lot, going down right now. The question is, can Mubi with his rest actually rest him? Yes, he can go up once again, but Soldaris on his tail, so the second he popped up again and trying to down him, and he's doing a very good job at that. Sam again down.
Soldaris doing a nice job working around him, really finding those holes to poke into Sam and just knocking him out from stealth. Unfortunately, Azani was the one that was interrupted, even though he was not in the process of stomping, so he will go down. Moby will have to hold Waterfall on his own, though, as his teammates are not available nearby. Going to Moby's point of view now. See how he's holding it off. Oh, no, he does get Moa, and he's about to get bursted down from this AoE coming in. Actually does a pretty nice job holding it off on his own, running over these health kits now to keep himself some health back, and the Moa is about to expire. He did a pretty nice job holding on to him. However, he's been interrupted. He's getting extremely low. Going to throw out his Elixir R. They're going to have a lot of damage coming in from Soldaris, though, so more than likely he will not be able to get himself back up. Look at this damage coming in on Moby to counter the Elixir R. We do have Sam coming in available to res, and nicely done. They took too long to get him stomped, and because of that, a teammate was available to res him. So it was a very nice job.
Needs to be really careful right now. He's dropping very low. Is in downside right now. Mubi in front of him, dealing the damage to secure that kill right there. On the other hand, Soldaris is actually currently running away, so blue team making a good job at securing that point. On the other side of the meta, but Quarry, we see Lady Nagnak fighting Ultima over Quarry, so the points are equally spread. 1 point for the blue team and 1 point for the red team.
Indeed, Lady Nagnak doing very well against Ultima, especially in the 1v1 scenario here. However, both of these players are pretty evenly matched at the moment. Ultima's getting extremely low. He's about to go down. There's a lot of damage. However, Lady Nagnak taking a lot of damage as well from these residual conditions he's getting hit, as well as the AoE. Dodging that blind there. Nice of him. Popping back to use his own heal. Still a pretty even fight, so we'll come back to that in a minute. Over to the graveyard. We have a 2v1 in place. Soldaris getting bursted down by both of the engineers. From the blue team at the moment, looking once again over to the quarry, seeing if anything's changed there. It does look like Lady Nagnak has chosen to bail off to take out Soldaris, which will allow Ultima to take that point for his team.
Like Nagnak doing a really good job staying alive there. Ultima jumping right on her, trying to finish the last bits of health left. The heal is shortly up again, but we see on the other side Azani again pressuring Waterfall very nicely. The question is, how will the blue team stay in their fight? They need to hold those 2 points to actually come close that gap of 40 points that is currently available. I guess they will play it safely on 2 points. They can do that easily, but of course the option of a guild loss is always there for the red team currently and for the blue team in a very short period of time.
Indeed, we do see Moby once again going in here to defend. He may not be able to make it in time for the decap here, and it doesn't look like, yes, he will actually get on there just in time in order to block the decap. The thief he was currently aggressing did rather dodge the knockback. He tried to pull on him. Nicely job done there, so that fight will continue on for a few more minutes at least. Meanwhile, over here we do have Azani that was currently knocked out by Sam. Red team is up at the moment at 224 points. However, the blue team is catching up pretty quickly with all the kills they're racking up, in addition to the 2 caps that they constantly are controlling. Meanwhile, at the waterfall, we did have the decap go off because of Soldaris forcing rather Sam off the point a little bit there, and Sam is actually going to leave the point. I don't know about that, but taking on Moby now.
The big question is Soldaris capable of dealing with 2 enemies at the same time? It doesn't seem quite like it. He is going to disengage, pop the sigil to get another 2 dodges if he needs those, but it isn't enough. Light Nagnak actually gets the proc of his fire skill, of this fire sigil with the shortbow, kills Soldaris straight away, and the blue team catching up, now only 8 points difference, and this will be even closer in just a second. Azani now fighting 2-on-1 on Waterfall, just as Soldaris is trying to bail out at sometime earlier, which is a good decision to help his teammate in mid, currently fighting over Charged Sam.
We do have 95 points until SulMaNi wins this one. Meanwhile, on the blue team, they have also reached that threshold, and now with the kills they've been racked up, they have taken the lead as well. Keep in mind, however, once again, both teams are already in range for a Lord Rush if they choose to do so, so we could see that surprise one of these teams at the end as it gets pretty desperate here. Once again, this is an extremely close game. MiM, Lady Mosa currently in the lead by a little over 10 points, really. They just took the lead, while SulMaNi sits behind at 269 points.
Very interesting fights over Charged Sam is getting stormed right now. The big question is, can they actually hold 2 points? We see Quarry being decapped by Lady Nac. On the other hand, we see Waterfall being decapped by Ultima, and the fight in mid is going on between Mubi and Azani. Of course, Mubi just used his heal. Azani is very low at the moment, got his heal up too. Now they're both on cooldown, but Soldaris dropping in with the Shadow. Mubi drops instantly, and the Stomp will go off shortly after just one knockdown now, and they should be able to do that. But Overcharged Sam actually coming in with the Rex Elixir. They could get Mubi up with some like Lady Nac joining as well. Azani is down. They need to take care of Soldaris, so they can't do enough damage to Mubi, otherwise Azani would rest, of course.
Azani down as well, but he is in a Shadow Refuge at the moment. Both teams trying desperately to res up their teammates right now. Moby looking like he's at lower health right now, though. Azani getting extremely close to getting him. He does go up. Once again, Sam also going down. This is looking really bad for the blue team right now, as it looks like two of the members, almost three now, as Lady Nagai will more than likely be going down here within the next few seconds. He will be knocked out as well, leaving all three members of the red team out. But it does look like Lady Nagai is going to opt to get out of that fight now. Actually, no. Oh no, blue team. Actually, I completely lost the score. With only 58 seconds left, blue team will take round 2. Congratulations to them.
They played that real well. They just played for time in the last fight here in mid. They just wanted to say, hey, we got at least 1 point. If we can keep this just a few more seconds, we will win this match. And Azani and his mates, SulMaNi, how they call themselves this tournament, weren't able to deal enough damage to kill them off quickly enough to get the decap off.
Indeed. So guys, we are going to be moving into a round 3 now. The set is currently, or rather round 4 now, I believe. Yeah, round 4. That was round 3. It's currently tied. It's currently ahead, actually. Lady Mosa, yeah, 2-1 at the moment. If Lady Mosa wins the next one, they will be our champions. But if SulMaNi wins this one, we'll go into the 5th tiebreaker, the death match, the final countdown. Every other metaphor we could think of to make up for it, but it's gonna be exciting, guys. I actually want to know what you guys think, though. And keep in mind, we are on Temple of the Silent Storm now, so I would like to know what you guys would think.
Is it Team Red SulMaNi who are going to take this map and take this whole competition to the 4th map, or is it 5th map? We are on the 4th map, by the way. I'm sorry.
I made the same exact mistake.
Or is it Lady Mosa now taking the win for the final matches here at the Guildclash 3-on-3 tournament, which will be held on a 2-week basis, by the way, for everyone who wants to join someday. We will wait for the actual ready-ups of the teams. We said we are going to be ready anytime soon. We are hyped right now because those matches are so good to look at. They are so close every single time. Really, really well played by both teams.
Indeed, both teams have been playing extremely well. We are getting into it now, possibly the final match for today if Lady Mosa, our blue team, takes this one. If SulMaNi wins, however, we'll be going into our round 5 sudden death, and the winner of that will take the entire thing, all the gems, all the glory, and all the prizes. But here we go, round 4, guys. 3 seconds till we go. Opening up the map, let's see where these teams decide to split. And as we open up, now we're going to see red team's elementalists go to Temple. Blue team will be sending one of their engineers to Altar, and their other 4 members will be duking it out over here in the middle point. Let's take a look at that now. We do have Sam up here who will be throwing grenades in from the distance. He has that safe point. However, the thief might be able to jump up to him, and no, he's going to jump directly into the fray now. Soldaris being the first target for blue team. Looking at this now, however, Lady Nagnag is already out, unfortunately. He is going to use his Elixir R to get that res out, trying his best to get him up, and yes, he does able to get him. He is able, rather, to get him up successfully. Overcharged Sam, however, took a lot of damage, unfortunately.
Very well played by Lady Nagnag, and of course Sam resing her. They currently are getting the midpoint right now. Sam is standing on it, so they will have the tied up. Actually, Ultima got the backup on Altar, which is very nice for them. So they will go into the leading position
Yeah, blue team
right now.
Blue team decided to push with all 3 of their members on the middle because they wanted to guarantee that. However, in that process, Ultima noticed that and decided to push over to the altar so they could indeed get the 2 cap off for themselves. So now we have to see how blue team wants to change their strategy to move in on another point. It does look like they're going to keep one of their engineers. More than likely, it's the tanky one on their gate point. While at the same time, the thieves will be duking out over here, and we're going to have the 1v1. It looks like blue team will be pushing in for altar, their close point. Not a bad choice, and a very logical choice at that.
Definitely. We see that the red team is currently completely ignoring gate. They are focusing on altar and temple, but as I say that, I see Azani going to the gate while Ultima goes down on altar. So the big next fight will happen at the gate. Overcharge Sam against Azani. The question is, who can actually win this fight? Sam got bursted for the first part, but now Azani needs to wait for his cooldowns and he pulls out.
Not a bad choice. In all honesty, the effectiveness of the Mesmer completely depletes, especially in a 1v1 scenario once your cooldowns have been blown, in my opinion. He does have a, no, don't get me wrong, he does have a lot of stuff he can use to generally just deal damage, but the Mesmers, especially burst Mesmers like Azani's running, really have to wait for their cooldowns in order to do any superior damage. And as we see now, it looks like blue team is also going to push on the temple. Azani saw this, but I think Azani saw this, but he didn't react to it actually, and he's going to allow blue team to take this point now. No one from the red team is available to react to it, and now it looks like they're going all in for the middle point now.
Yes, Sam is currently doing somewhat of a good job dropping right now, but they got the 3 cap at least for a couple of seconds now. The middle of the gate was decapped again, of course. The question is, how will the blue team react now? They got the advantage and they need to play this safe. The root is going to spawn in 30 seconds?
Yep, 6:30. We're going to have top rune spawn at 6:30. Bottom rune spawns at 3:30, I believe. The rune timing is a little bit off because of the time differences, I think so. But we currently do have Soldaris taking on 2 members of the blue team at the moment. As we look over here, he's actually going to bail out, realizing, yeah, that's not going to happen. Jumping into a Shadow Refuge. We can also have Sam trying to do a lot of AoE to sort of keep him out of that. But it looks like Soldaris, oh no, is he going to go back in? No, he could have gone back in all honesty, but it looks like he's choosing to prioritize the buff. We have a lot of people coming out to this buff now. Also, we still have a 1v1 going on over at Temple. I'll be sure to check in on that once we get a chance, but we're still looking. This buff has spawned. There's going to be a 2v2 for it. Both teams know this is extremely important to their winnings right now if they want this buff. Soldaris currently being the bulk target for blue for the blue team, and it looks like he's going to jump down below. Red team actually abandoning this buff almost now. Back over to the temple. We do have Azani taking on the blue team's thief, Lady Nagnag. Azani getting extreme low, having to use her decoy there to jump into stealth. She is safe for the timing, but she has lost a lot of control that she gained with the contestant.
Only Azani is, of course, running Moa, used it in that fight as it seems, because the cooldown was just fresh, but I guess Lady Nagnag just dodged that or just ran away for the couple of seconds, and now is, of course, letting Azani bleed so that he doesn't get the respawn, which is a great idea. But Soldaris comes in, of course, with his shortbow. A lot of damage can be dealt. Soldaris needs to be very careful that he doesn't die in that process, and he's trying to back up that point right now. The question is if Lady Nagnag can port on time. Earlier, yeah, there we see that. So Soldaris is pulling out again, I guess, or is he cycling around?
Soldaris looks like
pulling out.
Yeah, Soldaris is going to pull out of there. It's not wise to stay in there, especially with Lady Nagnag about to take him down. Now he does have his heal available. They are going to be fighting once more. We're looking at this little bit of a jumping fight once more. Lady Nagnag currently in the winning tier. Soldaris has managed to jump into his stealth though, and it looks like he will make it away from that fight successfully. Just, Lady Mosa only about 100 points away now from absolute victory. Meanwhile, our other team, SulMaNi, is still about 200 points away from that victory themselves. Lady Nagnag once again has found Soldaris over here on this point, and he's brought friends with him now to kill Soldaris. So it looks like he will be knocked down here, and will only extend their leads more. And it looks as though actually cancel what I just said, because Azani did manage to recapture the temple in her team's favor. But at the moment, it is looking like Lady Mosa will be our champions. However, SulMaNi still has quite a bit of time to catch up.
It's very interesting to see, because they know each other, they know how each other plays, but Lady Nagnag, as the only person from the outside, is making the difference. Chasing always on Azani, on Soldaris, completely most of the time ignoring Ultima in the fights and taking off those big damage heals, which allows his team, the 2 engineers, just to stay alive and get to those points.
Indeed, we are seeing just 40 points away now for Lady Mosa. If they win this match, they're going to take it all, and right now it's looking to go that way. We still have the potential spawn of the Underground Tranquility buff. However, it needs to happen quickly, and they need to get it really fast, otherwise it will be too late for them to take it. And they really need to get a decap going off as well here if they want to hold on in time to get that underground buff.
10 seconds till the buff spawns, but that will be actually too late with the commune time to do something about that when they need to pull off the miracle to decap both points. But we actually see that someone is standing there to get the buff, but it's not even needed. Made in Metal, Lady Mosa takes the victory in a 3-on-1 matchup on Temple of the Silent Storm. Very well played by them.
Congratulations indeed to Lady Mosa. They are your champions for today. They have won the game. They have taken the prizes. Congratulations indeed to Lady Mosa. They have won the final match. SulMaNi and MiM put up an excellent fight, but unfortunately for them, Lady Mosa took this match in a 3-1. Congratulations once more to Lady Mosa for taking the match. And the prizes, and the gold, and the glory, and everything that comes along with it. So, what do you say, Steppenwolf? Good matches, good games all around today?
There were some pretty decent matches. We saw a couple of, let's say, interesting matchups, especially the first games where made a meta showed up. They were pretty clear who won that, but especially the third game match and the matches before that with I forgot that name already. Epic and Accidentally Famous. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just not familiar with you. They were pretty interesting. Of course, the first matches, for example, Epic against Kid, where it came down to the disconnect for Team Kid, and it was still a very, very interesting match to see. But in the end, made a Metal Lady Mosa on top of everyone else. I wouldn't have expected that, because I thought that the core team, so Soldaris, Azani, and Ultima, they play so much together right now. They just know each other so well due to the tournaments they play. So I thought, hey, they are going to win this. They are way more team play oriented than the other two with like a sub in quotation marks, but. Actually, that sub made such a great impact on that game, just playing this extremely aggressive role and killing the damage dealers off fairly quickly. That just turned everything around, in my opinion.
Very well said, Steppenwolf. Alright guys, well, that actually wraps up the events today, but don't leave yet. We still have one little surprise. That's my own treat. I will be giving away 800 gems worth of gold, which you can then convert back into gems if you wish. The reason I'm doing the gold is because of the region lock thing, so so it's easier to do it that way, so that anyone can win it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use a Twitch giveaway app, and anyone that you need to sub to the channel as well, real quick, if you want to win this, because I cannot give it to someone who isn't subbed, because then I'm sort of like, do you actually play Guild Wars? Like, I gotta make sure you actually have an account. So we are gonna do that real quick before we go. Thanks to actually you guys for making these giveaways possible. As I said earlier, I do these giveaways by taking a portion of the donations that I get every 2 weeks. I'm trying to do it every 2 weeks. It's not consistent at the moment, but I'm working on doing it every 2 weeks. But thanks for all the donations and stuff I've received to my channel. It really means a lot, and the continuation of those donations will allow me to do these giveaways and give back to the community, as well as upgrade the stream quality, my computer, actually get these lights rolling and all that. So, so we are testing. There's a PayPal link down below if you are interested in donating. But let's get this giveaway started, guys. I am actually going to do it by keyword to make sure that people are watching as well get it. So I think everyone knows what the keyword's going to be.
I love you, Blue. I love you so much for doing that.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna give everybody about 2 minutes that wants to participate in this. I'm pretty sure everybody knows the words, but let's see if you guys can guess it before I say it out loud.
Without?
No hashtags. Just put it in. There we go. Someone got it.
Oh, by the way, may I use the time to advertise what we've done today?
Go ahead.
So first of all, thanks to Guildclash for organizing that whole project. It's a cooperation between guildnews.de and GW2Pro pregame.net. So really huge props to you guys. You did a great job on doing that. Okay, some teams weren't around because of the schedule problem, but on any other occasion you were there, we got the information fairly quickly, and it was just a nice event. Of course, huge props to Blue to let me co-cast with him today. Very nice job you've done here. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Alright guys, so give it about another minute real quick just to see if anyone else is interested. I was going to update my viewer list real quick. Actually, no. Yep, there we go.
And even Ultima writes Hodor.
Well, it's gems, so who wouldn't want gems? Alright, so we're going to see here. We currently have 35 participants, actually. So only 35 of you want gems, apparently. Waiting for it to update a little more here. See if we can get a couple more of you. I'm giving you guys as much time as I can here. There we go. There's some more rolling in. And in case you haven't guessed yet, it's Hodor. Just like in case the spam in the chat wasn't enough of a clue, it is Hodor. So if you want gems, just put Hodor in the chat. You know, it actually went up a lot more after I said it. That was the funny part. All right, guys. So, all right, I think that's been enough time. Ultima, that is wrong. All right, guys. So here we go. I'm gonna roll the dice. When I call your name on stream, I need you to say something in chat to verify you are here. And once you verify you are here, I'll have your name. And give me about 24 hours at max. I'll send you a message. Actually, once I call your name, I need you to send me a message with your in-game name, and I will send you the gems from my account within 24 hours, okay? So here we go, guys. Wish everyone luck. And here's the roll. Rolling the dice. Oh, you are not subbed to me.
Oh, that's so bad, guys. You need to be subbed.
Alright, we got one. We got one. Alright. The winner is... What is with names? Really? I can't pronounce this.
You can write it to me if you want to.
It's not German. It's just a weird name. The winner of today's contest is Troa Barton, I believe is how I pronounce that. I'm also going to put it in chat in about 10 seconds here. Troa Barton, if you are here, I need you to say something in chat real quick so I can confirm that you are here. I also just said your name in the chat. Are you?
Barton.
Troa Barton.
Confirm that you are calling a... Yeah,
okay. There he is. All right.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations to Troa Barton. You have won 800 gems worth of gold. So send me a message on Twitch with your in-game name. You can do that directly below the video player if you're unsure of how to do that. Congratulations to you indeed. And I will get you those gems within hopefully 24 hours. So other than that, guys, I think that's it. Thanks to all of you for coming out today. Thanks to Steppenwolf over at made-in-meta.de. Be sure to check him out there. As well as, I believe, what is the Twitter? At made-in-meta, I believe it is?
At MIM_PVP.
At MIM_PVP if you want to check them out on Twitter. I as well am on Twitter at DrDR_BLU. Be sure to follow me as well if you'd like to keep up with this stream. Thanks once again, guys, and thanks to Guildclash for allowing me to host the tournament on my own stream today. That really means a lot. And again, thanks to ArenaNet for supplying us with today's prizes for the tournament winners. But that's about it, guys. Thanks once again for tuning in. And hopefully we'll see you again in 2 weeks, as well as on my stream throughout the week, so.
Of course. See you soon, guys. Thanks for watching from my side.
Bye-bye! And then I'm gonna wait like 5 seconds.